Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik and this is a game War in the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my play-by-email match against KilRoy. He's a command of the Allied Forces, and for me it is the Emperor of Japan. This is scenario 1 on the game version 27 and no other modification, so standard scenario 1, but Americans have working torpedoes at the start of the war. No Mark 14 issue. Yeah. Some submarine hunting. And nothing. No surprise, this is now for me the better solution or the better outcome. No surprise. Keep my bases supplied. No enemy carrier or cruiser is showing up suddenly and attacking me. It's more or less, the coin is flipping on the other side. Before, the allies are more or less in defense mode, and May, June, I think most Japanese players try to change from offensive to defensive and protect what they gain. Did not push more forward. Good. So, no Maya, still no enemy cap fighter. China, ground attacks. More or less successful, but there are so many Chinese units that will need weeks. So KilRoy is coming again, but I stopped with my long range cap, but my flag can kill one. Good. Dropping some bombs, but not even a reported hit. This was a kill on my side. One infantry squad getting destroyed. So there's the other submarines. So there are at least 2 British submarines here patrolling the Strait of Malacca. This is a Medan port, and this is shallow water, so some hits. Still, for Japanese sub with the Allied equipment, it would be more or less a kill. For Allied submarine, this is only maybe enough to go back to port. Second battle, still no victory, but less and less for the Chinese to hold the line. Now my big attempt to strike with 4 Japanese divisions, landing. Fort is down, landing 4. Fine. More or less the last big Chinese city here in the south, with some aircraft on the ground. But far too little to stop this Japanese advance. Nanchang still bombardments. Bombardments. And I attack here, one Japanese division more or less, with a little support fire. But the British are broken and there's nothing left, so they are now in a corner, so they all surrender. This is more or less the end of the British HQ system. No fighting unit, at least. There was really zero. You can see only support units. But now they all crashed. Eastern Fleet, Cylon Command, ARF Group, everything getting destroyed. So, I finish what I have to, or I clean up troops in China and on Cylon. And yeah, the points are now more or less like 37,000 to 5,700. But points are not really so important for me. You can create much more points if you do something like Jochen did with his strategic bombardments, but I have with KilRoy the house rule like no strategic bombardment before 43, all over the map. Not only in China, also in all over the map, simply. I think this is a benefit for both, because normally strategic bombardment, I would say, is really first starting in late 42, maybe first in 43. Before it was more a tactical bombardment. Anyway, air losses today. Yeah, I killed some airplanes on the ground, but they are now under ops losses. So again, so I think that is if the airplane is ready to fly and get destroyed on the ground, and it's maybe a ground loss. If the airplane is damaged or under maintenance and getting destroyed, then it's maybe ops losses. Could be the reason why sometimes it's the ops losses and sometimes the ground losses. 2 airframes lost for me, but no killed pilot. And here is also my list of aces, so you can see that I have here some double aces. I think the allies they call every 5 kills you are an ace, so this is an ace, this is also an ace, and these are 2 double aces. And they also have a lot of missions and they have a lot of experience. They coming close to 90 experience. You can see I have a lot of a bunch of pilots with super elite status. I think 99 is the maximum. I don't know if you can ever reach this, but there was sinking sounds. I don't know more, but at least there's no reported sunk ship. Here are Chinese forces at the street, so I kick them, I think, out, and then now KilRoy is trying to come back over the river. Means that I can maybe move my forces to battle again. Problem is that I really have issues with supplies. Hopefully I can take this base sooner or later. My tanks are so far, this tank only have 1 medium disabled, the rest are all fighting, so this is okay, but I have a disruption. Yeah. And I don't know more. I think this was a fighter wing at a battle some days before, and you can see I had here 45, but then I lost, I think, in 1 day, I think 8 airframes. So now they are from damage to maintenance or whatever. But I have enough pilots. Luckily, I have enough pilots to stock up all the losses so far. Here in Cylon, this was the last big victory. Now there are still some British forces here cornered. There's no way to escape. I control every hex around, so it's similar to the north. I took here the base, but this is only empty base. There's nothing really. Same here. Yeah. Maybe I need 1 week to move everything inside and then I can take it. There's also a small super mini unit here upstairs, so this I will destroy with my tanks. And then it's really over. No surprise, no change. Townsville is also... KilRoy was not attempting to attack again. Maybe his units are also disabled and burned out. I don't know how is the supply situation in Australia. I really don't know. I don't really lock Australia completely. I think it's very easy for KilRoy. I mean, not easy, but he can normally move ships around New Zealand and here south of New Maya. I don't have here any submarines or any stuff to intercept the shipping to Melbourne or Sydney much. I focus heavily on intercept shipping to New Caledonian because I want to get rid of New Caledonian sooner or later. I think this is one of the last objectives I can maybe take. That I maybe take New Caledonian and here Efata and this island chain. So only to support each other better. Yeah, good. Marshall Islands, I still see this one destroyer. This must be still the king in port. I don't know how long he will be there. Yeah, and I talked about this last time shortly, but you can roughly see a big difference between the Japanese fighters, as I mean the skills and the, well, let's say the technical equipment data show that they are equally strong like a P-40, more or less, but they have no armament. But the service rating is here the 1, so I think it needs only 1 day to change from damage to maintenance, from maintenance to ready or something like this. But for the allies, the P-40, or at least here the Flying Tigers, they have a service rating of 3. If this really means that it needs 3 times longer to repair and 3 times longer to maintenance, or if there's another factor, I'm not 100% sure for this, but it needs for sure, or it needs only simply more aviation support. This can also be that maybe if you have enough aviation support, it's the same time frame. You only must have more. Simply, one airframe needs 3 aviation support. And if you have this, then you can also fix it, like a 0, but a 0 need only 1. Maybe it's really only so simple like this. But you can see the airframe is faster than a 0, is protected, and they have heavily light machine guns, so no, but because the 0 have no armor protection, these light machine guns can create damage. On the other side, I don't really believe that my light machine guns from the 0 can damage this airframe. I mean, damage here, but not kill. So I need 20mm hits to kill this airframe completely in air-to-air battle. Biggest issue is, of course, that maneuver values are not the best. But most of the time we're flying here under 20,000, or so 1915, compared to Japanese 0. With 33, 27. So it's more or less the offset is, the delta is always the same. And because the fatigue or the stress for the pilot up to 20,000 is normal and over 20,000 additional, double or something like this. So I normally don't like to fly over 20,000. And so far it makes sense. Most time of Pacific, I think air battles was up to 20,000. This is not Western Europe with Germany, where you normally have more or less between 15 and 30,000 air war. Different area, different war. Good. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.